Hello, everyone. Greetings, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to the Hypnotherapist Lounge, and this is our premiere. I am Brandy Moyler, certified master hypnotist, and I'm here today with my colleagues. We have JoJoy Breedlove, we have Mercy Johans, and we have Kirsten Teller, and we're the hypnotherapist. Today's topic is going to be stress reduction. And we chose this topic because this is what most people in the world deal with on a daily basis, whether it's your home life, your work life, or just yourself, just feeling overwhelmed. And so we are going to go into and take you guys on a wonderful hypnotic journey today to relax your mind, body, and spirit. And we're so grateful that you're here with us. So, we're going to start this off and we're going to talk a little bit about what hypnosis is and what it isn't. Okay? Because a lot of people have questions about that, about what is hypnosis. So, the first thing that I want you to understand is that hypnosis is a natural state. And we all go in and out of hypnosis throughout our day, whether it's, triggered by our social environment, social interactions, anxiety, bliss, movies, falling in love. These are all hypnotic states. And the main thing that I always think about is when you're driving down the highway and you're listening to the music and you miss the exit and you're like, where was I? How did I miss that exit? It's because you were in a hypnotic state. So that's the first thing to understand. So it's not mind control. And I know a lot of times when we think about hypnosis, the first thing that many of us think about is stage hypnosis, right? What we see on all the old movies where they have you on the stage barking like a dog and so forth. And that is one facet of hypnosis. But we're hypnotherapists and we focus on the subconscious mind. Other things about hypnosis. I want you to understand that you will not do anything that you wouldn't want to do, and you will not say anything that you wouldn't want to say. All right? So, hypnosis is completely and totally safe. And almost think about it as a narrow state of focus. And that focus bypasses what we call the critical mind, which puts us in a state so that we can change those negatives to positives. And we're going to get a little bit more into that shortly, into the theory of mind. So, I would like to start there. And we are going to go ahead and get started. So, we're going to start off talking about stress, what it is, what it does, and what you can do about it. And I'm going to go ahead and pass you on to Kirsten.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's session. We will talk about stress. So, there is positive stress and the negative stress. Positive stress is, when we are motivated, we are driving towards something because, we are excited to accomplish something. But then there's also the negative stress that can overwhelm us and that can burn us out and even give us physical disease because stress can make people sick. And there has been some research done that really proves that. So, what is stress? Stress can be defined as a state of worry, mental tension caused by difficult situation. And stress is also a very human response that prompts us to address challenges and threats in our lives. Um, the fight flight mode gets triggered. And it's because when we feel overwhelmed stress, we get into this mode of surviving. And looking at some data, some research data that I collected from the American Institute of Stress, from the Mental Health Foundation, from the NASD, the National AG Safety Database, Looking at this research, 55% of Americans feel stressed. Every second person um, in this country feels negative stress on a regular basis. And in some countries, it's even higher based on what's going on there, political circumstances, natural disasters, whatever it is. And that's a really high number. And another interesting research study that has been done is in the UK, done by the Mental Health Foundation, where out of 4,600 people were asked how they were with their stress level, 74% felt so stressed they have been overwhelmed or unable to cope. And in addition, there is medical research done that estimates that as much as 90% of illness and disease is indeed stress related. And diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, depression, even cancer has been linked to stress. And we all have experienced stress one way or another. And the physical symptoms of high level stress is an increased heart rate. You can feel that your muscles are tensing up, you breathe, you have more shallow breathing, and it can in fact weaken the immune system. And you may have experienced yourself that when you are always on the go, never take breaks, just stress, you are more susceptible to illnesses. And mentally, how does stress affect you mentally? You can't think clearly. And yeah, it can really lead to, more like other anxiety disorders and even to depression. And you can experience stress anywhere, like at school, at work, anywhere where performance, you need to perform, you need to show results, at home, toxic relationships. And I'm really glad that we are here together today because we're gonna talk about tools that can help you manage stress better. You're gonna experience a wonderful hypnosis session to really see how powerful hypnosis can be. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And thank you so much for coming together.
Well, with that, what we're going to talk about is one of the tools that Kristen just spoke of. There's many tools that we can use to be able to help reduce stress. And as a seasoned trauma therapist of over 20 years, well, actually 30, there's the one thing that I can say that is so beneficial and so incredibly effective is hypnotherapy. So what happens in our mind and what is called this theory of mind, all of us have a mind, and in our brain, it's broke down into several quadrants, but what we're going to talk about is the basics part of it. In the very back of our brain is called the reptilian brain, or also our primitive mind. And in that primitive mind, we have this place where is a natural response or reflex from the time that we are born throughout the rest of our experience. And that's the fight or flight response. When things come up and it's just, back in the primitive time, back when we were in the caveman place and where living was essential to really truly pay attention to what was going on around you. And we had to conserve our energy. And so if we ran away from everything or we fought everything that was in front of us, then we would expend our energy too quickly, and it would be against our better judgment to do that. So now is modern human beings, now what we get to do is we get to understand it as fight or flight in the modern workplace and where we are in an elevator. If we get in a situation where something comes up and it's kind of scary to us, that part of our brain will kick in. And it's like, do I need to fight this? Do I need to stand in front of it? Or is it too big? Do I need to run away? Well, that's what stress can do for us. Stress comes in many sizes, shapes, and forms. And as Kristen so beautifully explained to us, that it really truly does affect how our health is, how our mental health is, as well as our physical health. And so then we break it down. So what we learn about the theory of mind is that we have this place, like I was saying, the primitive mind. And we also have these natural responses, which is to falling or loud noises. When we're babies, it's just, that's the fear of, that loud noise and how the babies, it'll startle them. And even to now, however old that we are, we have that startle reflex, right? That startle response. And, when we're younger, some of us have our dreams, of falling, and it wakes us up out of that dream. And that's the part of what that is. These are all natural responses of who we are and how our brain functions. Well, what we do when we're being developed and born and how the brain works is through development, we learn literally by association. We associate an emotion or a feeling with what it is that we've seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or felt. And by the time before pre-birth to the time we're 8 years old, I'm pretty sure by the time we're 12 years old, we're pretty set up in how we're going to be able to function in this world and how we're going to react in the world and how we're going to respond to stress, because we all got it. Well, 88% of that is called the subconscious mind. And in that subconscious mind is where all these places that we start learning about association of what noises are and what about feelings are. When we see things, we hear things, we associate that and we equate it to, say, if you had a good experience with a dog, then a dog comes running in the room and you want to love it and kiss it. Well, that's deep set in your mind, right? Well, come along, an experience that you had, and all of a sudden that changed because you had a bad experience with that, then it comes and it's different than that. And those places are set in our brains, right? They're set in the subconscious mind. So when stress comes along, if there's something that triggers a memory of like not being able to pay bills, or you've got a term paper due, or an important meeting that's coming up, all those places can trigger back into those known places, those places of understanding inside of our subconscious mind, which creates us to react in a certain way about the stresses that we're under. Because 88% of what runs us is the subconscious mind. Well, when you think about that, that can kind of be kind of a scary thing. So what we get to do is we get to use hypnosis to be able to go through and pass through what we call the critical mind. The critical mind is the place where we start, by the time we're 8 years old, we pretty much got a mind of our own and we understand what certain things are, and we can start bringing logic around it. We can start bringing reason around it. We can start bringing all these concepts about our brain, which brings us up into the rest of the 12% of what our brain is, which is the conscious mind. The conscious mind is the place where we absolutely know the here and now, what we would really like to do. And that would be like if I could just manage my stress, if I could just figure out how to not have my stress own my life, and that I could be able to function more healthily. Then in the conscious mind, we know that it's like living upstairs and the kitchen's downstairs, and we know we want to make an omelet, but we can't make an omelet until we get downstairs to do it, right? Well, that's what we get to do with hypnosis, is we get to break through that critical mind, the one that says, yeah, but I don't know, or are you sure? I don't know about that. I've heard funny things about hypnosis. Maybe they're going to make me cluck like a chicken. Not with this type of hypnosis. So with that, the theory of mind, I hope that it helps to understand a little bit more about how we're run and how we're wired. Is like, those of us that, really would like to be able to manage our stress rather than our stress managing us, it does work. And because we can, through hypnosis, which we're going to get a beautiful experience with, we're going to be able to have those places in that subconscious mind, that 88% that helps us get around in this world, be able to actually get to grow up, in a way. It gets to mature into a healthier way of reacting, and so that we can learn how to better manage our stress, so that the things that triggered back in our younger life, whether it was whatever your experience has been, y'all got yours, we all have ours. But what we get to do with hypnosis with that is we get to go and we just get to help that known place be able to grow up into the adult that we are, and it gets to be able to function in a healthier way so that we can manage our stress better. Thank you. On to you, Mercy.
Thank you, Joy. That was wonderful. And I am so happy to be here and to be able to share what you can do when you find that you are experiencing stress. Whether it's acute or chronic, an approach that you can take is by shifting your focus on being resourceful. And what we want to do is optimize our approach to stress. And we can do that by shifting our mindset. And so we can start off by acknowledging that stress is present when it is there. You don't want to hide from it, or you don't want to push it away, right? And so then that leads you to create a strategy. You want to develop a strategy for dealing with that stress that is present. And you are mindfully aware where you realize that you're stressed because you care about the present situation that you're working on. And if it wasn't important to you, you wouldn't be stressing about it. So you get to ask yourself, why is this situation critical to you, right? And then this leads you to create a mindset shift by utilizing the energy that stress gives you. Don't waste it on worry. It will not change anything. And you get to ask yourself, what can I do right now to take a positive action, right? And so you get to make the best of the situation and improve your skill set as well. So look into, how will this work? What do I need to do to get through it? And not only do you develop resilience and learn how to deal with stress, you also learn what to do next time. So it's just a matter of allowing yourself to acknowledge it, develop a strategy, and create a mindset shift to take a positive action. And you get to do this with every situation that presents itself for you, right? And so I will soon be guiding you into a wonderful hypnosis journey. But I just want to remind you, first of all, that while you're doing this hypnosis, please do not drive or operate any heavy machinery. And you can do this guided hypnosis, and it's actually very recommended that you do this as many times as you want. And the more times that you do it, the more effective it will be. And we will save and upload it onto all social media platforms, so you can go back to it later and use it as many times as you want. Okay? And just a little side note that our approach as a group is intended for educational purposes only. So this information that we are providing you is not a substitute for any individual medical advice, but just to guide you for better well-being and support in your daily life. All right, so I am gonna ask Joe, so we can start some music and just begin to get settled, as we're soon gonna begin our guided hypnosis. So I am just going to welcome you to this guided hypnosis, and our approach is to optimize our focus to stress, right? And so we're going to begin by making sure that wherever you are, that you're in a quiet, comfortable place where you're not likely to be disturbed for the next 20 minutes or so. And I want to begin by bringing our focus and intention to operate from a place of well-being. And the way that we look at things determine our actions. This attitude, our views, stress, and what stresses us will determine on the long run our well-being. So if our view is positive, we continue to take positive actions. And so this is our goal, right? We want to continue being in this high energy, positive outcome, solution mindset. And so I welcome you to just sit back and relax, because what we're going to be doing first is get you into a very responsive and suggestible state where new ideas and beliefs about operating from a place of well-being, creating a place of well-being on a daily basis can take and begin to actually manifest changes in your life. And so, all right, now that you're beginning to settle in, let's just pay attention to the first 3 deep breaths, and just closing your eyes on one of those breaths when you feel ready. So go ahead and just breathing in, hold it, and breathing out. And then 2 more times, breathing in, slowly and deeply, hold it, and release it, letting it go. And the final breath in, hold it, and releasing, letting it go. And now moving more deeply into a calm and profound relaxation. Just bringing your attention to the top of your head, allowing this relaxation to flow through the crown of your head, over the forehead. And if you haven't already, just allowing the eyelids to close, feeling that sense of calm, well-being. Allowing this wave of relaxation and calm comfort to flow over the face, releasing any tension in the jaw, the mouth, the tongue. And as you relax behind the head and down through the neck and all the tiny muscles, the neck begins to release and relax and let go. Relaxing down through the shoulders to the wrists, hands, the fingers. Noticing that the arms just feel loose and relaxed. And as you bring your attention now to your upper back, releasing any tension down through each vertebrae, allowing this calm comfort to flow through the back and down each side of the spine. A warmth of healing energy flowing down through the top of the head and down through the neck and through the spine, releasing any tension. And the harder you try to feel the stress, the tension, the more difficult it becomes, and the more in control and successful you feel. Bringing your attention now to your chest with each breath, it continues to soothe the body and soothe the mind. Becoming aware that your whole body can breathe. As your body breathes, you become aware of it. Releasing even deeper. And now relaxing down through the abdomen, the pelvis, into the hips, releasing and relaxing down through the thighs. This calm comfort flows over the knees and into the calves and the shins, down into the ankles, and all the way to the feet, the arches, the toes. Just feeling a sense of grounding beneath you, a beautiful feeling of grounding into the earth, and being able to disperse any excess energy, releasing any tension, releasing that completely. And you are now feeling connected from above and below, and expanding that out through your heart, in front of you and behind you, to the left and to the right, above you and below you. Getting a sense of putting a beautiful energy all around you, an aura of light from divine source for a lovely protection. And yet, still allowing for wisdom, guidance, and intuition to flow in. And you can allow yourself to go deeper now.
And just focus on your breathing. With every breath, you go deeper and deeper. And I want you now to visualize or imagine how you're standing on top of this beautiful staircase. It's very safe, it's very well lit, and you can see 20 steps going down. But before going down those stairs, I want you to look to the left side of yours and notice this beautiful mirror. And I want you to look into this mirror now and notice how you feel, how you look, how calm you are, how relaxed you are. See yourself in the most calming, most relaxing way. Just releasing, letting go of anything. You're so calm. You're so in control. And always notice that two feelings of the opposite can never exist at the same time. Right now, you feel the calmness and the relaxation, and you allow it. And just get in touch with this image that you're seeing in the mirror, how you're breathing, how you're smiling, feeling so calm and relaxed. Calm and relaxed. And in a moment, you're going to go down these stairs. And with every step down, you're going to reinforce this feeling of calmness and relaxation. And there is a very safe, golden, sturdy handrail. And we're going to go down the stairs with your left foot first now at 20. Going deeper at 19. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, even more calm, even more relaxed now at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And you're at the bottom landing now. Notice how you feel. See it and feel it and sense it with all of your senses. And really get in touch with it. And just notice that the opposite feeling, even if you tried it, cannot exist right now. Because right now, all you're feeling is calmness, relaxation, and your subconscious mind is so open and so receptive now to all these wonderful positive suggestions, allowing you to go even deeper now. Even deeper now.
And go ahead and take a deep cleansing breath and just exhale, letting all your tensions and frustrations release. And I want you to imagine that you're waking up to the warm morning sun. And you can feel that warm presence against your face. And you know that you are awakening into a new beginning, which means we leave all the things that are no longer serving us behind. Like a snake shedding its skin, you look to the new horizon and imagine a nice, cooling waterfall rushing from the top of your head, nice and gentle, and every single droplet you feel against your body, all your muscle fibers, all your nerve, relax. And you feel also very calm and peaceful. No fears, no worries, no stress. And you feel the water rushing down your shoulders and all the way down to your fingertips. And you may even feel a little tingle, and that is your releasing. No stress, no worries, no fears. Calm and peaceful. And you feel this nice cooling sensation. And you look up at the sun. Promise. The releasing. No matter what it is that's been keeping you bottled up and pent up inside, surely as the water falls, so does it. And you feel this sense of relief in your heart center. And you go deeper.
And now, as you're resting in that beautiful space of peace, truly take a moment and notice. Notice now what it is that you would like to bring back with you. What does it smell like? What do you see around you? What do you hear? Gather up all the beauty, the strength, and the courage to now put one foot in front of the other, to know that all that stressed you before, take this feeling That's right. Take that feeling and bring it here to this place of peace, this place of transition, place of hope, assurity, positivity, and joy. Gather it up all around you. And now, when you're ready, make sure you have all that you need. Now let's turn around and come back this way. Saying thank you to the things that were with you that no longer serve you, that they have grown up now, have a better way of understanding, a new way of feeling. Now let's bring that back this way. Starting at 0, because that's where we're at. This beautiful place of peace, of rest. Bringing it back up with you now at 1, with more surety at 2, even more confidence, and more confidence is that. At 3, feeling it come up inside of your womb, up inside of your chest and your stomach, feeling that excitement that you get to bring this new way of being and feeling back with you. Even more so at 4, becoming more aware and awake and aware of your surroundings around you. That's right. Now at 5, eyes open. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake.
That's so beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. This has been such a wonderful experience. And thank you so much to all of our viewers and supporters out there. So if you guys wanted to take a look, we have everyone. You can follow us on social media. I would definitely highly recommend joining our Facebook group, the Hypnotherapist Lounge. And so this is where most of our content will start from, and we'll continue to do this each week. So you'll be able to find us again next Friday. And our next topic for next week will be fear of success. So this is definitely a topic that you don't want to miss out on. And if you just want to take a moment, everyone has their Instagrams and their information posted. You can follow us individually, and you can also join in on the page. Does anyone have any questions for any of us today? We always want to keep it open, for any questions that you may have. And feel free to comment, right? If not, is there anything else anyone would like to say while we hold out to see if we have any questions or comments?
I just want to say thank you. Brandy, thank you for pulling us together here, and Mercy and Kristen. It's a really cool thing that we get to show up, like this for the world that we get to touch, and I'm just grateful to be a part of this team. And I just wanted to vocalize that to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would also like to say that I am grateful for the space. And it's absolutely a wonderful experience to do it as we do it with private clients, but now to bring it to others and to share our experience and our guidance and just to connect with people in general and to be able to share our knowledge in the best way possible is such a beautiful thing to do. And so thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Joy, and thank you, Kristen. It's so beautiful to be here with both the 4 of us here.
Yes, and I wanted to also thank everyone. Such a wonderful experience. And today was the very first session. And we're going to keep going every Friday, same time, with different topics. And it's just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I just want to say, and we can't forget about Joseph here. All right?
Oh, yes. Special shout out to
Joseph.
Joseph.
Behind the
Yeah, we
scenes
could do
here.
without you, man.
couldn't have done it without you.
Nuh-uh.
Right?
So true.
So wonderful. So very beautiful. And I thank you guys so much. Do you have any questions? Do we have any questions come through?
Monica Zambrano. Thank you all for this enlightening session. Oh, you're
You
so
are very
welcome.
welcome. You are very welcome.
Hmm.
Anyone else? If not, we will go ahead and conclude. And other than that, I guess we will see you again next time.
See you next
See you
time.
soon.
Namaste. Thank you.